Hello guys, and welcome back to a brand new type of video I am doing. And today I'm going to be doing a Bloodborne tier list based on all of the villains you can fight throughout the game. I am simply doing this because I just platinum Bloodborne, and I thought what better way to celebrate that is by doing a tier list about all the bosses that you can fight throughout the game. And I will be going in order of how you fight them. So, like, first off, it would be the cleric beast that you would fight first, and I'm voicing over, so just give me a second to find it, and it is right there. Overall, the cleric beast is a solid B tier fight. It is the first fight you could encounter throughout the game, and it's a pretty cool design. It has a pretty cool entrance, how it jumps over the building and lands on the ground. Its attacks, again, pretty simple, pretty basic to avoid once you get the hang of things. It's like an introductory boss, and overall for that it works really well. It has a great design, it has great music. Overall, it's just a simple, plain beginner's fight, and it works really well. And up next would be Father Gascoigne, who I think is better than the Cleric Beast. In a lot of ways, he has a lot better lore to him. I really like the second phase of this fight where he just fucking flat out turns into a werewolf. It is absolutely incredible. The cutscene you find for him is, again, really damn good. It's a really cool cutscene that you find him in. Plus, to be fair, I wasn't expecting to even find him. I was just randomly wandering around the game on my first playthrough, and I just happened to come across him in my first playthrough. What, as the first mandatory fight, he's honestly like the tentacle first boss of the game who has to get you used to the aggressive nature of Bloodborne. But overall, it is a really fucking good fight. But again, it's just a solid B tier type fight. And up next would be technically the Vicar Amelia. Vicar Amelia being the first big monster fight of the game really pushes the player to get used to what's to come. You have to use certain items in order to beat her, like numbing mist to stop her healing, flaming paper, which is her weakness. And again, it's a cool fucking design. It has an amazing fucking cutscene, I'll say that much. The cutscene in the game that you actually see her transform into this beast is absolutely incredible. It sets the tone for the fight perfectly. And I'm not gonna lie, on my absolutely first playthrough, she fucking like one tapped my ass. It was so bad, but eventually I just got used to how she was fighting, and I overcame it. And by the way, none of this clips are from me. This is all from fucking YouTube and shit. So no, this is not me fighting. It's an FYI. But yeah, overall, Vicar Amelia is again another solid B tier fight. Now again for the Bloodstarved Beast, another solid B tier fight. Again, this one is not mandatory. I mean, it was mandatory for me since I wanted to get the secret ending, so I needed to beat it in order to get an item in an area. But overall, this was a pretty fun fight. This one, in my opinion, is the most aggressive early on. Especially with how long the fight can go on for with its, I believe, 3 different transformations it has throughout the fight. Its first phase is, the basic aggressive phase. Then the second phase is where if it starts hitting you enough, it will poison you. And then in its final phase, you can't go near it that quick or else it will poison you. I will say this one is definitely a pain in my ass when I want to fight it still. Mostly because of how fucking quick it can definitely be, and if you're trying to heal or poison yourself, it could definitely catch up to you very, very fucking quick and punish you a lot. It will punish you really fast if you are not careful. So overall, it is a B tier for me. And up next would technically be, I believe it was the Witches of Hemwick, if I'm correct, or the Shadows of Garment, which I think is it. Overall, these Shadows of Garment are okay. Like, they're not great by any means. The unique factor is that all three of them have a different variety of attacks they do, which differentiates them a lot and makes them honestly fun. It's a fun fight, just looking at that one, but oh my god, I absolutely hate this fight. Well, yes, it is pretty easy. I absolutely hate fighting 3v1. It is annoying as fuck to deal with. Especially when you get to like the laser changes or their attacks change and they become more snake-like and get like more attacks. It could be a real pain to actually get them to a good position where you can beat them. But I think what's more interesting about them is the lore that they have. Their lore is honestly really intriguing if you know their lore really well. But again, I do like their flame attacks, but again, it's kind of okay. But you know, up next we have Rom the Miraculous Spider, is how I think we pronounce that name. And overall, Rom is, again, is an okay type of boss. I do like how you jump into the lake and you fight her that way. Sorry, there's something on my left off. What makes this fight interesting is that you could fight Rom one of two ways. Either one, you could fight her with the minions and kill them all that way and then rush her, or you could just flat out rush Rom from the beginning of the fight. What I did both on my first playthrough, I decided to kill her minions. On my second playthrough, I rushed her, and on my third playthrough, I rushed her. But yeah, overall, that's like the funnest way to describe this fight. Like, you could do it two ways: rush her, or take out her minions. But besides that, there's really not much to say. Her fucking minions are fucking annoying as fuck to deal with, and they do a shitload of damage. Rom's little avalanche ice attacks are pretty cool, but they're kind of annoying since they are really fast if you're not paying attention. And you know, if you're out of stamina, you're low, you just kind of fucked and you can't really do anything. But again, Rom overall is just kind of a mid-ass fight at best. It's not really that fun. I really don't like fighting it that much, coming from how tedious it can end up being. So I think C tier in general is where it should be for right now. But anyway, I think this means we are on the Witches of Hemwick is a fucking D tier. The Witches of Hemwick are the most boring fight in the whole. Not to mention how it is easy to run around in an arena, find them, beat the shit out of them, they disappear, you find them again, and occasionally you get to fight one of the minions they summon. I will say that the best thing they have is the fact is that they can revive each other since there are two witches, and you have to kill them fast enough so where that they don't revive the other. You have to kill both of them quick, which I think is a cool concept of the fight. But besides that, this fight sucks. I despise the grab attack they have. I've always hated attacks like that because it stuns you. And again, it can be kind of annoying to just run around the arena trying to find the one fucking witch to kill, beat it down, and then wait for the other one to appear when you kill it. It's kind of boring. It's kind of just a boring ass fight in my opinion. And it's nothing really special. The Darkness Dwell, I think is how it's pronounced. Overall, this is a really fucking fun fight. Actually, I think it's pronounced Darkness Hell, actually. It's a cool fucking design. Like, the design on this thing is fucking cool. And during my first playthrough, I didn't even know this was a fucking boss fight until I got there, and it's fucking cool. It's a fucking badass design. But, again, kind of a fucking pushover. It's really easy to beat if you know what they're doing. I was able to beat it literally on my second attempt, just because how easy it is. But again, it's a cool fucking design. The attacks are cool. It's overall really fucking great design-wise and attack-wise. It's honestly just a phenomenally well done fight. Cool design, cool music, really fun attacks. It's like a really fun fight you could do. Anyway, onto the Moon Presence. And I think the Moon Presence does get a lot of hate. But I think it's kind of cool. It has, in my opinion, one of the best cutscenes in the entire game. I love how fucking gross it is. I just love this whole cutscene. It is phenomenally well done. I love how it's hinted at throughout the game that you're going to be fighting it. It's really fucking cool. How it just fucking falls to the fucking moon. It is so cool, the entrance this thing has. The only downside I have is the fact that you can go and kill all the witches who are ringing the bell because it makes them stronger. It's really annoying. I know Teir's attacks can be annoying, like its vomit attack makes you stop fighting it. Can be really annoying. But besides that, it's a cool fucking design. The design alone of this is really cool. It's gross, disgusting. It is exactly what I imagined something in Bloodborne would look like. Again, I get kind of the hate for it, but at the same time, I just really like it. I think it's a fun fight. And I mean, it's technically super easy, but, you know, besides that minor complaint, I love this fight. But anyway, up next, we should have... Where is he? I think it's Mikolas, Those Are Nightmares. But one second, I'm voicing over this from a video and I forgot where I placed him, so it's going to be a fucking hot minute. But I think it's either Marty Ligarius I'm going to talk about right now, or it's going to be Mikolas, the Host of Nightmares. I'm pretty sure it's Marty Ligarius right now is what I'm talking about. But anyway, let's see what past me is going to talk about. So I'll wait a few seconds and see where he places it. Yeah, you know, I guess just a reminder to like and share this video. And, you know, if you like this type of video, let me know, and I'll make sure to do more of these in the future. But anyway, again, we're still on hold for my fucking dumbass to figure out what it is. And yes, that is... I think that's Marty Ligarius, if I'm correct on that. I hope it is, since that's what I've been saying. But anyway,
the power
it
to believe
is a
can
really
alter
fucking
even
cool
fate.
It is a phenomenal fight, actually. The cutscene for this thing, I think, is my favorite in the entire game. It's, again, a really fun fight. Coming from how in the beginning of the fight, he starts off kind of slow. Because, you know, he just got unfrozen from ice, so he's a little stiff and slow. But the longer the fight goes on, and the more damage you do, the faster he's going to get, because the more he is melting. And again, the atmosphere of this fight, how you're fighting him on top of a castle, is really fucking cool.
Then she can probably disarm
And
the
again,
bomb
this
as
whole
well.
cutscene is
I'm
done
willing to bet on it.
phenomenally well.
That doesn't make me feel
Like his
any better.
attacks,
What are you gonna
while it
do?
can be a pain in the ass on the first go,
If she doesn't disarm
once
the
you
bomb,
get used to
she also
them,
dies.
it would be really fucking easy to
I'll call
fight.
again soon. Just relax and try
Like,
not to
again,
worry.
the only downside is that the fucking way back there is a pain in the fucking ass to get to.
Excuse
But
me,
besides
miss?
that, this fight is done incredibly well. His attacks are all kind of really cool. They gave me a lot of fucking problems on my first
Careful,
run,
Ayumu.
but eventually I just got the hang of it. But again, that was a really damn good fight, nonetheless. But there's one more problem I do have for that, actually, now that I remember. During his second phase, he'll plunge a sword into the ground, which will then have like a swarm of swords like fall down at you. It can be really annoying. But you know, up next we have, I think it's pronounced Amugala. I think it's how you pronounce it. It's how they pronounce it in the game. But I know technically it's pronounced amygdala. They just pronounce it differently within the game for some odd reason. But overall, it is honestly a pretty fun fight. Obviously I knew where to fight this thing since I googled it. But, you know, it was a really cool fight. I wanted to fight one when I first saw one. When I first encountered one, I'm like, oh, there has to be a fight for this. And yes, you do have to go out of your way to fight it. But I think it's kind of worth it. It's also kind of fun to fight, since it's a lot different than how you usually fight them. Usually you could go behind the boss and like swat their legs and they can do damage. This one doesn't do that. Well, it does do damage. The main hit point you're supposed to go for are the arms on it. But yeah, it has this cool little eye laser and it's pretty cool. But overall, it's a really fucking great fight. But up next, I believe we are going to be talking about Celestial Emissary right now. Kind of a boring, basic bits fight. It is incredibly fucking easy. Like, I'm not kidding. It is like the easiest fight in the whole fucking game. It is a pushover. And again, like, it's a cool, like, the only thing I can say that's cool about the fight is its final two transformations are kind of cool, but besides that, it's just a simple, you beat up one until you find the boss, and then just beat the shit out of it. But, like, you're only gonna lose this one is if you get careless and get overwhelmed. But you're really certain since all these die in, like, 2 hits. They're really easy to beat. But yeah, honestly, whenever I play this, I have my fun. But, you know, it's something I really don't plan on my way for. Yeah, overall, it's like a C-tier fucking fight. Just kind of boring and basic. But again, its transformation's kind of fucking cool. Which I kind of like. I kind of like its giant kaiju form. I think it's really fun and really unique to see. But granted, that's just kind of me. I know we've seen kaiju shit before, but again, I just think it's
Shut up.
Especially when it grows like little tentacles out of its head. It's kind of fun. But anyway, next up we have this one. I forgot how it's pronounced.
And my head will
So I'll
stop
be right back.
spinning.
Okay,
Please,
their name is
just lend me your
Ibriatus,
shoulder.
Daughter of the Cosmos. Again, another optional fight. And again, it's designed to
I
be
don't
really
think I've slept a
cool.
wink since
But my
the
main
day
problem
before
is it's
yesterday.
just way too
If I could just
fucking
rest
easy to
for
beat.
a
Like, I've never died to this thing, I believe, besides like once, and that was due to a mess up on my part. But again, it's a cool fucking fight.
Look at how he's sleeping on your shoulder.
The setting for it is really fucking cool. Its attacks, again, are kind of basic as fuck, but that's fine. But again, it has a cool fucking place you can go to. A place where you can fucking revive people. It's fucking cool as hell. But again, besides that, not really much I could say besides it's just kind of a cool fight that you can optionally do. But yeah, overall it's just, in my opinion, it's kind of just an okay-ish fight. At least to me. So let's see where we are. I believe now we are on Mikolash. So, give me a minute if I think I know what I'm doing correctly. I believe I do talk about Mikolash right here. Ah, yes, I'm correct. Yeah, one sec. I'm going to add on a fucking tier really quick. A fucking F tier. Because I honestly fucking hate Mikolash, host of the nightmare. The most aggravating fucking fight in the entire fucking series I've played. So, Mikolash, you have to chase around, lead him into a room, beat him up, then he'll go into a second phase, which involves you chasing him again into another room, where he gains an ability that one-shots you. And you have to redo the entire thing from scratch, and it is so goddamn fucking annoying to constantly redo everything over and over again because of his fucking bullshit one-shot. And don't worry, he'll spam the fuck out of it. I'm not kidding, he used it like 6 times in a row and I flat out just couldn't dodge a single one. Since they fucking track you. It is the most aggravating fucking thing in the entirety of this fucking game. And in this first phase, he has 2 puppets help him. He has some tentacle attack, which I guess is cool. Like, the only thing that's kind of okay about Mikolash is that his quips are kind of funny. Like, oh, a hunter is a hunter, even in a dream. It's kind of cool, but like, it gets so boring the more you fucking hear it. Because again, he's more of a bullshit gimmick boss, and I absolutely fucking hate that. Now, on my 3rd playthrough, I fucking cheesed the fuck out of him by spamming an ability called the Beast Roar. If you played Bloodborne, you know what that ability, well, I guess the item is. That single-handedly saved my fucking ass so many times on that playthrough. But yeah, Honestly, fuck Mikolas. I absolutely despise this boss. He belongs in fucking F tier. He's a garbage fucking fight. Garbage. Horrendous. I absolutely fucking hate this character right here. You have to replay his entire fight every time you fucking die. I have to re-listen to his quips over and over and over again. You have to deal with his bullshit puppets. I honestly really fucking despise this character as a whole. It is, in my opinion, the biggest waste of time I've ever spent on a fight. He is single-handedly the boss I have probably died to the most because of his bullshit gimmicks. But anyway, let's move on. Murgo's Wet Nurse. Overall, for like the final boss, depending on the ending you're going with, if you're gonna let Gehrman kill you, it's honestly could be a letdown to a lot of people, but since I got all 3 endings, I can talk about it as a whole. It's really fucking cool. The design is, in my opinion, really fun. It's a fun fight to play in a while. At least if you're asking me. Again, kind of fun. Design's really cool. I love the fucking wings on it. I just love how it just comes down out of the sky.
All I know is that they will be appearing very shortly.
I just overall think the design's really cool. I love some of the attacks. Its illusion attack is, in my opinion, its illusion attack can get really annoying. But overall, it's just kind of fine. The illusion attacks are fine.
1 week ago,
its attacks can be a little basic, but again, it's just kind of a cool fucking fight.
A letter, huh?
It's fun. It's simple. It's kind of like a breath of fresh air after the fight with Mikolas, at least to me. Since I thought I was going to be in for a lot of fucking trouble when I first fought it. But yeah, overall, it's pretty fun. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to add like one more list about all the bosses I've not fought yet. So like all these go right here. But FYI, I did complete the Chalice dungeons and beat all these. But you know, I'm not going to really go over them. Since all of them belong in like F tier. But anyway, I'll get back to that later. Gehrman the First Hunter is really fucking good. It is an incredible fight. I love the fucking fact how he just stands up out of his fucking chair when he wants to fight you. If you turn down his offer to let him kill you.
To a girl, Christmas is the most important
But anyway,
day of the year,
even if you accept his offer of letting yourself awaken and forget this horrible dream, he shows us his touching.
Let go.
And overall, this cutscene is absolutely fucking incredible. It looks and feels so fucking cool. But like overall, the last fight of the game being this fight, depending on the ending you're gonna go with,
Yeah, got it.
is really fun. It can definitely be a pain, since he's extremely quick. But again, he's a fun-ass character to fight. And for a twist boss, it honestly works pretty damn well. A tier. Sorry, I guess S tier technically. But yeah, one more thing. The only character that gets any recognition would be the Pharmarian Blood Queen, which would be in like a B tier type fight. But anyway, the Moon Presence. For the secret ending, which was the ending I got on my first playthrough, is really fucking fun. Granted, my only actual complaint with it is that it is so goddamn easy to beat. Like, you could probably throw your controller at a wall and beat it that way. But anyway, the entrance to this thing, fucking amazing. The design on the Moon Presence is amazing. It is an amazing fucking design. It has some fucking great lore behind it, as it's being the like mastermind behind the Hunter's Dream. Really cool. But again, it has some unique attacks, like being able to stop you from healing, draining our health down to 1 HP. It has some cool attacks, but my only actual complaint with the boss is, again, that it's just too fucking easy to beat. Like, this fight's incredibly easy to beat. And again, that's just the only issue I have. It's just so easy, and it's so close to being perfect. Just besides the fact that it's too easy. And yes, I'm going to change up these. I'm going to drop ROM down into a fucking D tier. And I might change up a few things right here. But anyway, let's get into the DLC. I believe right now I'm babbling about some of the cleric beasts, so the chalice dungeons. Yeah, the watchdogs of the old Hemwick, I think it actually is. It's fine. It's just okay. It's mediocre. Again, depending on the chalice dungeon you're doing, it's easy as fuck, but you know. But anyway, let's hopefully continue with this, and I can finally upload this one. But again, I think I'm babbling about the dog. But yeah, overall, I think it would most likely belong in D tier because it's a fucking pushover. But anyway, hopefully now my dumbass past self is going to talk about the DLC bosses. Ludwig is a fucking great fight. He is hands down the only boss I have never beaten in a solo run before. I always have to call for help because he is fucking difficult as shit to fight. He does a lot of damage. He is very quick, very powerful. But he has, in my opinion, one of the best cutscenes in the entire game, and I really want you all to go watch it for yourself because it is something special. How he regains his humanity, it's a fucking phenomenal fucking fight. So I think I'll give him a fucking B tier, and his design is just absolutely fucking incredible. Everything about Ludwig, besides him being a fucking pain in my ass to fight, is phenomenal. Because at least with Ludwig, rather than being a bitch like Malekith, Ludwig at least is enjoyable to fucking fight. But anyway, let's talk about Lawrence. The only actual fight you have to go out of your way to fight in the DLC. But give me a second, I'm swapping up some shit around. Yeah, the only actual knock on Lawrence is the fact that he's just a reskin of Cleric Beast. And in my opinion, I actually think Lawrence is better than the Cleric Beast. Because with Lawrence, he actually has a lot of different attacks than the Cleric Beast. Fire attacks, which is really fucking cool. During his second phase, he fucking loses both of his legs. And starts chasing you around, spitting up lava. It's fucking cool as shit. But again, it does knock points for this, again, being a reskin of a villain we already fought. But again, it's pretty cool. But anyway, on for Maria, Lady of the Clock Tower. Really fun fight. Again, she's a really fun fight to actually do. She's enjoyable. Her attacks are really unique. But yeah, overall, Maria is a solid B tier fight. It's a cool, unique fight. Oh, looks like I moved Lawrence in the fucking C tier. Well, my dumbass is retarded as fuck. But yeah, anyway, might be moving some bosses around right here. I don't know. So we will see what my dumbass does. The Living Failures. Definitely the Celestial Emissary of the DLC. What I mean by that is that the Celestial Emissaries are just fucking easy as fuck. They're just kind of pushovers before you fight Maria. But yeah, their design's pretty okay in my opinion. The music is so fucking good on this fight. It is probably one of my favorite tracks in Bloodborne. I will say the one good thing I like about them is that they could summon fucking meteors. They might be comets actually, but they could summon like comets or meteors out of the fucking sky, and it's fucking hilarious. Like it looks phenomenal when they do it, but it's more hilarious how you could hide behind this giant fucking tree, and it will just block them all. It's hilarious. But anyway, the undead giant, fine. It's fucking pathetic. It's like the first Chalice dungeon boss you fight. It's a giant pushover, and it's literally like the easiest thing to fucking fight. But yeah, I'm gonna move up a few. like these coming from, I remember I fought them. But again, the Chalice dungeon bosses really aren't worth anything besides the Pharmarian Blood Queen, which is the only thing that matters to get the platinum. Which, in my opinion, is the biggest waste of fucking time I spent in Bloodborne on. But anyway, let's talk about something else besides the pointless ass fucking Chalice dungeon fights. So as long as my past self hurries the absolute fuck up and stops babbling on about nothing, I could talk about the Orphan of Cause. An easy S tier, in my opinion. Now, people say that, oh, he's like super hard. I didn't really find him that hard, honestly. I find him honestly kind of easy to beat. I find him more fun than I do challenging. His attacks are fast and aggressive, but you could easily get through them. His only attack that actually gives me trouble is when he throws his piece of placenta at you. That low-key just kind of annoys me because it's really fucking quick. And it's kind of hard to fucking dodge. But like when he swings it, it's pretty easy to dodge since you could just dodge in between the cord. And you should be fine. And you could do a lot of damage. But I will say this, he does hit really fucking hard. He hits really hard when he hits you. And not to mention how quick you can be at it too. But again, the lore, the music, his opening cutscene is again fucking phenomenal. His cons get heavily outweighed by his pros. His pros are absolutely incredible. And in my opinion, his cons aren't really all that bad. At least to me. Overall, I think Cause, in my opinion, is one of my all-time favorite Bloodborne bosses in general. And that is me ranking Bloodborne boss. Sorry about the weird cutoff. Looks like I went really over. And I'm too lazy to go back and edit it since I did that all in like 2 takes and I have to usually cut down some shit or redo the whole take, which I don't want to do. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and let me know in the comments below if you want to see more videos like this in the near future. And once again, thank you all so much for watching, and again, I'll be definitely trying more of these out. If the font's a little weird, it's because I was fucking around on Adobe and I changed the font by accident. And again, I'm too lazy to go back and fix it right now since I'm already late uploading this. And again, I have to go back and do the same thing with my Versus show now. So, again, thank you all so much for watching. God bless you all so fucking much. I love every single one of you for watching my videos. Take care, and I will see you next time.